with apologies to our Russian viewers, Bоже mой, this is Uncanny, the mutant musings of Matt and Siz. It's the show where we discuss Marvel's Uncanny X-Men comic, issue by issue, from 1975's giant-size X-Men #1 all the way to the present day. My name is Matt. I write and draw Steamroller Man, a comedy superhero comic that you can read online for free at steamrollerman.com. And this is my co-host, Siz, publisher, promoter, and founder of Comex Studios Australia. You can find everything Comex at comex.net.au. That's comex.net.au. Hello, Siz. We're back again.
Yes, and it's all about Magneto. I even got the shirt to prove it.
You know it.
He's one of my favorite characters, so I love that he is central to this. My only thing is, so this is Magneto Triumphant, and it's on sale monthly. Woo! Something to celebrate. We got Magneto and we got a comic coming monthly. Back in the 70s, this must have been a reason for a party.
I bet.
Oh, I hope I didn't just make it go to the... Oh, okay, there we go.
Well, I think they were certainly partying at the Marvel Comics offices because obviously the sales of the bi-monthly X-Men comic were increasing to such a degree that they were like, hey, we should just see if we can go monthly with this and really kind of start firing on all cylinders, which they did. Like, this was the start of this, classic, seen as like the definitive classic era of X-Men comics.
Yes.
And as you said, like this issue, we get to see Magneto. Magneto. That's what I used to call him when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
I'd never heard anyone else.
No, I did the same sort of things with a lot of the characters, and then I'd hear it like on a cartoon and went, "Oh, that's how you say their name."
Same, yeah. So on the cartoon, they was calling him Magneto, and I was like, "Oh, it's Magneto? I thought it was Magneto." Anyway, like Magneto, like Cornetto, the ice cream,
Yeah, Magnet.
Yeah, right, exactly, Magnet. Yeah, Magnet. Oh, we get to see Magneto kick all kinds of ass in this. In this issue, like it's another showcase of all the different ways that he can use his powers to just basically defeat any enemy. Very cool. I always love, like, Magneto is one of my favorite Marvel villains because of that. Like, just he uses his powers in so many different unique and interesting ways. Really, really cool stuff.
Not like the movies where he just throws metal around.
Right, right.
Yeah, throw a chunk of this, hit that guy. Throw a chunk of this, hit that guy.
Yeah.
Cool. Have you got anything to say about this page, apart from the fact that it's a cool shot of the whole team?
Do you want to tell us who the creative team on this on this issue is?
I was like totally in another place. Magneto got me all excited, made me forget.
Yeah, no worries.
So we've got Chris Claremont as the author. We've got John Byrne as the penciler. Oh, they call him penciler now instead of artist. That's interesting.
Right.
He's been artist up until now. Terry Austin as the inker. So there's our new normal team. Bruce Patterson as the letterer. And I find this really interesting how the order is very different from the current order that they do. Like only those two, the letterer and the colorist, are swapped. So it's like it was always, you sort of looked at it like the more important person was first, and then it sort of moved down there, and you got the sense that those things were like more important than those things, even though they're not in the reality of it.
Yeah, it does make you wonder, like, what the logic was as far as the order.
I have a theory.
What is your theory?
My theory is all the comics were black and white for a long time. So the colorist is new, so whack them at the end. Is that Jim Shooter? I didn't look up who the J was.
Yeah, Jim Shooter. Yeah, Jay Shooter is Jim Shooter.
Yeah, I thought so. So he's the editor on this one. So it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I can hear your cat.
Yeah, he's at it again. He thinks I'm on the phone.
You're on another phone call.
Phone call every
Like,
week.
talk to me. Not that fool. You should be talking to me.
Talk to me about the X-Men. I love the X-Men.
One cool thing, the cover of this issue is drawn by George Perez and inked by Bob Layton. So it's this time, it's still based on a rough layout by Dave Cockrum, but George Perez did the finishing pencils and then Bob Layton inked it, which I thought was really interesting because that's the first time that we've seen George Perez draw any X-Men characters.
Oh, that's really cool.
And, you know, George Perez is famous for his work on Avengers at Marvel, and then Teen Titans, you know, had a huge, really popular run on Teen Titans at
I remember the Teen Titans. I love that. So,
yeah, he's one of the all-time greats, especially of this era of comics history, like the 80s, late 70s, early 80s. Just one of the best guys out there. So one thing that I thought was, so, you know, this splash page, it's a great group shot of all the X-Men. But again, it's amazing.
It doesn't look like anything's wrong, because sometimes when people do really tight groups like that, it's like, it kind of looks like he's behind him, in front of him, and this looks really good. So that's what I want to throw in there.
It's composed very well with the figures kind of, like they actually look like they're, because we should explain, if this is somebody's first show of ours that they're watching, please go back and watch all the other episodes that we've done before this.
That'd be great.
But in the previous issue, what happened was they're at a circus, and they're inside a small circus wagon. And so John Byrne's done a great job of making it look cramped with all these characters, which when you think about it, it would be really cramped fitting this many characters into one of those tiny circus wagons that are probably only, 6 feet across, like, 2 meters across or something.
Well, the only problem with it was I saw this, and I read the other one pretty close to this.
Yeah.
I'm like, it was really roomy in the last issue. And all of a sudden it's really cramped. Because I was really surprised, and we'll get to the part that confused me the most, because I'm still looking at this like they're in that big room.
Yes.
And I just thought they're cramped because we wanted them all in the shot.
Yeah,
so
there
that's what
was
I was thinking when I saw it.
Well, I think you're correct, and I'm probably making excuses for the, I'm trying to come up with like story reasons, but yeah, now that you mention it, you're absolutely correct. In the last issue, there was a wide panel that had all the characters almost like spaced out along the width of the panel, and it didn't look cramped at all. It actually did look quite wide.
Well, you had Magneto and a computer in the background as well. So the thing was big enough to have a background.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So not this page. This page didn't confuse me. I didn't think they're in a wagon in this page. I just thought it's like, get them all in one shot. Awesome. I love it.
One thing that I just want to mention before we go to the next page is this composition is very reminiscent of the cover of X-Men 104, which is where we last saw Magneto, where we had Magneto in the foreground with his magnetic force field as the X-Men were attacking towards him. So this is a very reminiscent image of that.
I want to go back and have a look at that, but the problem is I don't know how to navigate this very well. So I'm going to try that. We could be here for a while.
Yeah. No worries.
Like, how do I get back to... if you're watching...
I can tell you if you want to do it.
Just saying. You make it hard. Just put it out there. If you sponsor us, I'll tell everyone it's easy. Just saying. Just put it out there. Cool. Are we finished with this page?
Yeah, we can move on.
So, you can see that they're definitely in the wagon now, but I still wasn't thinking it because of the last issue. It's not until the next page that I was like, oh, what?
Right.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Well, let's not jump the gun.
We won't jump the gun. We'll just look at this.
So, I'm always paying attention to the lettering.
Yes.
And so this is
I love
not.
that you do that.
Yeah, this is not Tom Orzechowski.
Nope.
And I don't know if it's just me, but the first thing I noticed on this page was, it's not Tom Orzechowski. It doesn't look like the X-Men to me anymore. Like, to me, like, that lettering really... I think the lettering on any comic book helps to define the overall look of the comic. And when the lettering changes, it's sort of... Even if everything else is the same, just the changing of the letterer, to me, makes the whole comic feel slightly different.
Wow.
Just in a subconscious way.
I can only see it because you pointed it out.
Oh, interesting.
Otherwise, lettering is just letters to me.
Right.
I don't. But you obviously see the detail. I don't see the detail. I see artists. And
right.
A lot of the time, I don't know their names. I just go, "Hey, that's the artist who did that issue of that issue of that."
Right. Yes.
And
yep.
Oh, I can notice that. But a lot of times, I don't know their names. I think Jim Lee was the first artist I ever knew the name of.
Oh, really?
Rest of them were like, "Oh, that's a guy who draws Alpha Flight as well. Yeah, I love him or her."
Well, for me,
I don't know. I never looked it up.
Yeah, that's right. Jim Lee did draw Alpha Flight as well as X-Men.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
The new X-Men, without the Uncanny, is where I really got into Jim Lee's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember Byrne's stuff without knowing his name.
You're talking about John Byrne also drawing
John Byrne
Alpha Flight.
I knew his stuff. Like, I could recognize it anywhere. And it's just like I didn't know his name until, probably a few years ago. Not because of this show. I knew it before this show. So maybe a bit longer than a few years ago.
Yeah, well, he
maybe
was
in
the
my
first...
30s, which is like 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Byrne was the first artist that I really, same. I noticed, who is this guy? And that's when I first paid attention to, John Byrne. And I think at first I thought his name was John Bryan or something.
Thank you. Thank you. I thought the same thing. If you hadn't have said it, I would have pronounced it that way on the show. So, thanks.
Well, it's the same thing as Magneto, right?
Magneto.
Until you hear someone else pronounce it, all you've got is your own interpretation of, I think it's pronounced this way. But then when you hear someone else pronounce it, like Bill Sienkiewicz, that was another artist who I was like, Bill Sienkiewicz. It's like, how, I don't know how, but then you hear other people pronounce it and it's Sienkiewicz. So, anyway.
Mine was characters. Mine were
completely,
characters.
Completely off topic.
I can't even remember what I used to call her, but I know that Psylocke, I didn't call her Psylocke. Because I added letters in there. The letters that I pronounced weren't even there.
Interesting.
I was like Psycholock or something like that I used to call her. And then someone said it and went, why would you say that? There's those. And then I looked closely and went, why have I been seeing an O there all this time? I'm shocked, and I put in letters. You're pronouncing what's there. I'm making up stuff. Anyway.
Yep. So one thing that I wanted to mention about this issue as opposed to last issue is colorist is different on this issue as well, as when you called out the creative team, and that also was very noticeable to me. Like, it feels like this colorist is treating the characters in a very simplistic way. All the colors are just flat, and it's just like the base colors of all their costumes. There's not much attempt to do anything with interesting lighting, or for instance, that top panel where you've got characters overlapping each other.
Yep.
That would be somewhere where you could color say, Storm and Colossus, who are right in the back, you could just color them with like darker colors to signify that they're pushed back and they're slightly in shadow, and that would give the whole composition more depth. Whereas as it is, they're all sort of colored with the same brightness value, and they kind of just look, it flattens the image out because it means that there's no color that's more dominant than another color because everything has the same value.
You're gonna hate me.
Okay, go ahead.
You're gonna hate me. I got a theory on this.
All right, what's your theory?
Monthly, so I only had a month to color it.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because the colorist is the same person. It's the
That's
same
a good
colorist.
point.
It's the same
Is it?
colorist. Mary Titus. Both
Same
times.
colorist as the previous issue?
Same colorist, I'm sorry to say. I wanted to stop you, but your description was awesome. But yeah, Mary Titus is the colorist on both. And I'll just double check.
Really? Yeah, double check.
There she is, colorist on both. I love it when one of us do this. We're going on a little bit of a rant, and it's like totally wrong.
Oh my God, you're right. You're right.
But yeah, my theory is what you're saying. I see it as well. So I see what you're seeing, and you must have assumed it was different colorists because of it. My guess is maybe because it went monthly, it's like things got rushed a bit more. Maybe.
I think you might be right.
That's just my theory.
That's a good theory.
Yeah.
I think it's a good theory because I thought that the coloring on issue 111, the previous issue, was much more subtle and, just more creative.
Yeah, I can see the difference, and I'm not really good at spotting those sort of things. So yeah. I can see what you're talking
Interesting.
about. So I can see why you thought it was a different colorist. Yep.
So before we go to the next page, let's just sort of explain what's happening here. Magneto is explaining like, oh, well, I've got you in a trap and there's nothing you can do. And then Nightcrawler's like, oh, I'll show you. And he teleports out of the wagon to the outside. And then they hear him scream like, nine. And then they're all the X-Men are like, oh my God, what's happening out there? And so now we go to the next page and we find out what's happening.
And this is where I got really confused.
Aha. Okay.
Like, they're up in the sky. And they're in a wooden... I'm just going to put that out there. Wooden. It's made of wood.
Yes.
Magneto's making it fly.
Oh, but it would still have like metal axles under the wheels. There would be metal elements that he could lift.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just being pedantic. So
no, I'm totally with you because I have a logic problem with this as well. It's a different aspect of it, but
I think I know what you're talking about because I have it as well.
We've been told in previous issues that the way that Nightcrawler's teleportation powers work is he has to visualize the area that he wants to teleport to. If he hasn't seen it, he can't teleport there. So that suggests that when he wants to teleport outside the wagon, he is visualizing the area in the circus grounds just outside the wagon. So he would have appeared on the ground on the spot that was right outside the wagon, not in the air. Exactly. So to me, this is another thing where it's like, oh, they're clearly taking dramatic license and they're valuing that for the story and the thrill of this moment, which is pretty cool. Like, it's very dramatic. But it doesn't quite make sense based on what we have already been told about the way that Nightcrawler's powers work.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that's one reason why I wish we had the letters pages included on Marvel Unlimited for all these issues. Yeah. Because it would be interesting to read the letters in about 2 or 3 issues' time to see whether anyone wrote in to say like, well, wouldn't that not work the way Nightcrawler's powers work, and that kind of thing, because like the readers were always picking up on stuff like that like all the time and
I'm gonna be
writing
really
in.
lame
So
here. I'm gonna be really
go
lame.
ahead. Yeah.
I'm gonna say he visualized the stairs. So
Okay.
I'm gonna try to explain what really
Okay.
doesn't make sense. Really doesn't make sense.
No, because if he wants to get out of there, wouldn't you kind of visualize
If
like
you're on the
further
ground.
away from
Exactly.
the thing?
It doesn't make any sense, but that's how I'm gonna explain it. The thing that got me with this scene the most is they're not just floating; they are moving.
Oh yeah, good point.
And it's like, why is it they can't feel that they're moving? I mean, I know Magneto's pretty powerful, but he can like control momentum now.
Right. That's a good point.
Feeling acceleration and all that sort of stuff.
Right. Yes.
So I didn't know
that's
Magneto
a good
could
point.
do
They
that.
would definitely feel like,
we're moving.
You can,
What's going
like
on?
if you're in an elevator, you feel when the elevator is moving. So that's a really good point.
Yeah. So the wooden and the not feeling it, I was like, what's going on here? Did they not do science class back then or something? I don't know. What's going on? Anyway,
you got some explaining to do, Chris Claremont.
Yeah, what's going on? Did you fail science at school?
What are you doing?
Next page.
One last thing.
Yep.
There's an L-shaped panel on this page, which I thought was really interesting. The final panel is an L shape, like it's like an L leaned over on its side.
Yeah, I get what you were saying. Yeah.
And you don't see those kind of panels used very often in comics because they're really difficult to make work, because you often, unless you position the word balloons correctly, your eye wants to go across, not down and across and over and up. So it's really difficult to make that kind of L-shaped panel work.
And they do.
So it's just, I just thought, it's interesting. Like he's used John Byrne has used an L-shaped panel here, and it totally works in this context. Like it really.
Well, I didn't even notice it because it works so well.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't like stick out to me enough to go, oh, look at the weird shape. I just went, oh yeah, everything makes sense. Let's go to the next page.
That's the sort of the art of comics, comic artwork. The real art of it is, if it's all working well, you don't notice it. You only notice it when it's not working.
Like Wolverine getting back into costume before he saves people.
Exactly.
So sorry, that was last week, everyone who didn't see that. But yeah, so the next page, you all good?
Yeah, let's go to the next page.
So I've been thinking about that all week. They're all changing. So this is when now is this? Yeah, it is. See, when I first looked at this, I thought, when I quickly glanced at it, I thought Magneto was pushing Wolverine back. And but then it's like, am I blind? It's like obvious as hell that it's Cyclops, not Colossus. Cyclops holding him back.
Yeah, it's Cyclops. Yeah.
But I forget. Does he say why? Oh yeah, he does say why. Yeah, cool.
So I love that Wolverine gets called Shortcake by Beast on this page. I think that's a really cute nickname for Wolverine, but it's also very in character for Beast to say that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So I really liked that.
That's really cool. Okay, I didn't.
Yeah,
that's not the way I've seen Beast. That's really cool. Okay,
like face it, Shortcake. So yeah, I thought that was kind of funny and cool. And again, like this is the flashback section, the recap section. It's very cleverly done here, because Magneto is explaining to the X-Men how he wound up at the circus. At the same time, he's recapping the events of the previous issue.
Yeah.
Because he's saying, I followed you from here to there to there to there, and it recaps the issue that was just the previous one for the new reader, but it's also recapping for the characters in the story at the same time. So I thought that was very cleverly done.
They don't know what Magneto's been up to.
No. And I also love the final panel on this page, just really nicely drawn clouds. And I've said before on the show, I love the way John Byrne draws technology, and that Avengers Quinjet.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Magneto. Yeah, it's so well drawn. I just love the way he does it. It's so great.
I'm so jealous. I can't draw
those little lines. I mean, I wish I could draw that way too. I haven't worked out.
Well, like, if I doesn't think of the details. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, it's like when I'm trying to draw it, I just draw this thing that's got a couple of lines on it. It's like, what could I put here to make it look cool? I'm like, I have no idea. Oh, what if I did this? That doesn't look cool. So yeah, but yeah, he does that really well with everything. All the technology he draws is so cool looking.
Yeah, if I met John Byrne, which is very unlikely because I don't think he does comic conventions anymore, but I would love to ask him. Like, that's the one thing I would ask him was like, what's your approach to drawing technology? I always loved the way that you would draw, metal panels and consoles and stuff. What was, like, how did you approach that, and what was your method? Because I can't work it out. Like, even looking at his stuff, I'm like, I don't know how he does it. Like, I don't know what the formula is. It's amazing. I love it.
That's really good.
Yep.
Okay, next page.
Yep.
Still recapping. This time it's recapping what Beast got up to.
Mm-hmm.
Because the guy in the bright red suit and the purple cape doesn't get noticed by anyone. No, actually, this kid notices him. So...
yeah.
I'm secretly following him. No one's going to notice me.
Yep. Really good panel composition on panel 3. Just the way that, like, so we've got Magneto's foot and his cape in the foreground, but then the cape is overlapping this rope. And if you follow the rope down, that leads your eye to Beast in the background. So it's just really good. It's just a really well composed panel because from left to right, like, it's really leading your eye to where the artist wants you to look. So again, that's the mark of a really masterful artist, that they can lead your eye around the panel just by arranging elements in a certain way.
And they're doing it well if you don't notice, and I always never notice, so they must be doing it well.
Right. Exactly.
My thing to say about this, it was previous page as well, but man, I love it when they go full face shadow on Magneto. And
it looks cool.
It's like that helmet just looks so cool when there's no face in it.
It does.
It just looks, this guy's a bad guy. Just by that
absolutely.
helmet.
Yeah, definitely. You'll get no argument from me.
Yeah. This is also a last issue problem that I didn't talk about. I just love that bright blue Beast thinks a trench coat and a hat's going to disguise him. Seriously, dude.
Yeah.
People look at other people's faces. It's just what we do.
It's the same thing with the Thing from the Fantastic Four when he goes out and he wears a trench coat, but he's like this giant
thing. Oh, yeah. Thing. Cool.
All right.
And then we find out, which I didn't know this about the history of the X-Men, that there was a time when Magneto was replaced by a robot.
I didn't know that either. That was news to me.
And he worked with this dude.
Right.
The robot did. Yeah. Because he's like, I don't even know this dude. You're thinking of the robot me. I'm like, robot me? So I looked it up and I went, oh my God, there was a robot Magneto. How did a robot have his powers? What is this, a Mazo? Oh, no, wrong universe. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you have to love the robot replacement trope because it's so common in comics. Like, they still have like this whole thing with Nick Fury in the comics. he's always they have these robots called LMDs, which stands for life model decoy, and Nick Fury uses these robotic duplicates of himself because he's always like being targeted for assassination by Hydra and stuff, and so they've done that over and over again with Nick Fury. Like, oh, I thought it was the real Nick Fury, turns out it was a robot. So yeah, I love that.
I guess after a while, you just go, yeah, that was probably a robot. Turn the page.
Right.
Yeah, it was a robot.
Yeah.
I love this. The plane, like a jet fighter, is like, what?
Yeah, so they're flying over the Peruvian Andes, I think. Yeah. These two fighter pilots see this flying circus wagon. Now, interesting bit of trivia here. You can read the names of the pilots on their helmets. One of them is, I think, Tirador.
Yep.
Now that's Spanish for shooter, and the new editor is Jim Shooter, right? And then the pilot in the back, his name is Perez, and they name his first name in the dialogue as Jorge, which is Spanish for George. So that's clearly supposed to be George Perez, who did the cover for this issue, and Jim Shooter, who is the new editor on this issue. Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I love it when they do stuff like that. I didn't even think to look that up. So I thought, oh yeah, words, whatever. So what actually happens with a jet fighter?
I think they just fly away.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I didn't know what happened, because it was like it's a nothing event.
Yeah.
But I love that Magneto safely throws Mesmero back onto Earth. Because you know he's alive because he comes back. So he doesn't just whack him out the wagon. He's like, yes, I use my powers to send him down safely. It's like, thanks, Magneto. Good guy. Look after the other villains. Nice.
Yeah, he uses his magnetic power to, I guess, lower him gently, or at least break his fall when he gets close enough to the ground.
So that's just me being silly that I love that particular scene. It's just like, I will kill everyone else, but Mesmero, I'll look after him.
No, well, that's the thing is like, I think, they don't want to just trivially kill off a villain.
Yeah,
exactly. They can bring him back in some other comic,
It's just that it's unfortunate that they didn't get rid of him while the wagon was still on the ground. Because this makes no sense. If they just threw him out while it's still on the ground, be like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, that's all good. They threw him out.
Right, Magneto's like, oh my god, I forgot.
Yeah.
I had to put the Magneto out for the garbage man.
Sorry. I just love
That's
stuff
hilarious.
Like that. That sort of doesn't make sense, but it's like, yeah, I see why they had to do it.
Great.
Is there anything
panel.
on this page that you're...
Yeah, just wanted to mention one small thing on panel 4. Great drawings of all the characters in panel 4, but you see that Storm has her finger breaking the panel border, and I think that it's not something that we've seen John Byrne do a lot so far in his X-Men issues. So I think this is the first time that he's had a character break the panel border. So that was just something I noticed. Very small thing. Second time.
In this issue.
Is it?
Yeah, the L-shaped panel.
Oh, yeah, Magneto's head was coming out. You're right. Yeah, good one.
Because I noticed that as well. It's like, I haven't seen that yet, where they're breaking the panel.
There you go.
But and that really gives you a sense of out. We've got to go that way.
Yeah.
So yeah,
definitely. Just organising me notes. There we go. Yeah, this is a cool double page spread.
Yep.
This
is where Magneto's power doesn't make sense again.
Oh, okay. So explain why it doesn't make sense here.
He shatters the wooden wagon. Absolutely destroys it into little pieces. And I'm like, unless it's like every nail he's doing that with. That's all I can think of that could justify that kind of damage with his powers. So maybe the thing had a lot of nails, a lot of screws in it. But that's just
it's
me.
a good point.
I just find it weird that they do weird stuff like that. Whereas it's like, sure, there could be nails and stuff, but just don't do it. It's wood. Everyone knows it's wood. People are going to go, what's going on?
Right. Yeah, no, you're right. That doesn't quite make sense. And they seem to just justify it by him just saying, like, I'll use my magnetic power to destroy this wagon. It's like, but how?
Hello. The fight that's about to happen, I have complaints about all of it. So
you do?
He's using his powers in such weird ways. So,
I thought he was using his powers in awesome ways.
Well, they're awesome, but it's like, it's just, I did a first year science degree, and it's just like, what? He's doing what with he controls the magnetic forces around the Earth, and he's doing what?
That's great.
Okay, so that's just me.
Because I am not a science thinker at all.
I'm a science nerd. We can use the word. I'm a science nerd.
I was terrible at science in high school. And obviously, I didn't pursue a science-related career at all. I went into an art field. So all this stuff, I'm just going off of pop science, as long as it sounds, as long as they make it sound plausible, I'm like, oh yeah, that's awesome. But not thinking, cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm like,
it is cool that he does it. It's just there's a little part of me, the science part of me, is going, what?
Right, you can't turn your brain off. Yeah,
I can't turn that part off.
Yeah. But one thing about
90s,
this.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, in the 90s, he had the ability to hold people still by holding the iron in their blood still.
Oh, wow.
Which really bothered me in the 90s. Because I'm like, the iron's so tiny, if you moved, it would punch holes through you.
Right. Well, they did do that in either the first or second X-Men movie. I think it was the second one where he breaks out of prison. He had been feeding... Mystique had been feeding the guard tiny particles of iron so that they would be in his stomach, and then Magneto pulled the iron out through his skin. And made
That's a cool scene,
ball bearing that he then used to shoot the guy in the head or something, which I thought was cool.
I like that scene a lot. I like that scene a lot, actually. I love these villains always have these magnificent bases.
I know, right?
It's like, who built them? Although Magneto could probably build them himself using all his powers, but still.
Right. And it also says in that bottom panel that the base itself is 5 miles wide in every direction. And this is only one of multiple bases, multiple underground bases that he has around the Earth. Wow. Yeah, I think it's in that left caption box in the bottom panel. So, but yeah, the question is who built that? How long did that take to build?
Yeah, well, I think that about every villain, because they've all got these magnificent bases, and it's like, who built that for you? Seriously.
Yeah, we were saying that about...
They have government contractors and...
Yes. That's what we were saying about one of the earlier issues that we talked about with the guy, I think it was Dr. Stephen Lang or something like that was his name.
Oh, yeah, that dude.
He had the base on Star Force 1 or something was the satellite base, and he had a full staff of all these henchmen.
Yep.
Followers all in uniforms.
With their logos.
Yes, with their own logo and stuff. So much.
They got a graphic
infrastructure
designer
work.
We're a secret organization, but
yes.
Could you make our logo, dude? I love that kind of stuff. I do. I mean, I make fun of it, but I love it at the same time. So anyone watching know that I love all the things I'm making fun of.
Me too.
It's just, I've got to pick it apart because it makes me laugh. but it also makes me go, that's comics. Because that's why I always find it funny with movies and stuff where people don't like what happens. It's like, but that's comics.
Yeah,
This weird sort of
exactly.
pseudoscience and all the weird stuff that happens is just how comics work.
Yeah,
Anyway, I won't go
I
into a
don't
rant.
know. I'm totally with you. I don't get bent out of shape by that stuff, but it's fun
No.
for our show to sort of make fun of
Yeah, it is. It is.
the lack of logic and the leaps of logic. But yeah, when I'm reading a comic, like I actually like all this pulp
I love this
fiction-y
stuff.
kind of stuff where it's like it doesn't get more, you know, like sci-fi and pulpy than a secret hidden base inside a volcano in Antarctica.
Volcano.
Like it
Yeah.
doesn't get better
It's
than
like,
that.
wow.
I think this is so cool. Very reminiscent of the Incredibles, the first Incredibles movie too, where the villain had a base inside a volcano on an
Oh, I don't
island.
remember that.
Yeah. So this
So
is
apart from me
very.
complaining about wood exploding, you got anything else for this page?
No, let's do the next one.
And this is the one. This is the one that I love and hate at the same time.
Well, take it away. Tell us why.
Beast. Makes no sense. But I love it. But it makes no sense.
So what he does to Beast is he basically makes a static electricity charge on Beast's fur, which is kind of funny because that's what you can do. Like,
it looks cool.
If you rub like a balloon or something on your hair or on a cat's fur, it'll go all static.
Yeah. I love the effect, and I love that they are using their imagination and really going out there with what his powers can do. But it's just like magnetic, man. If you want electricity, there's got to be like steel wires and all this other stuff that you got to do with it, and no. But at the same time, I'm going cool. So so just so everyone knows, I'm making fun of this, but I'm loving it at the same time.
I think that what I really liked on this page was the action. No, which one is this? Fight starts. Oh yeah,
Fight starts.
Great Terry Austin inks on this page.
Yeah. Really
from the shine on Colossus's arm and Magneto's helmet in panel 3, sorry. And then also on Cyclops' visor, like his earpiece in panel 2, really well inked. You've got the energy effect behind Magneto in panel 2, and then Beast's fur to go from the smooth, regular look of Beast in panel 5, and then in panel 6, it's the staticky fur, but it's not drawn in a cartoony way. He's still trying to draw it in a somewhat realistic way of what fur would actually look like when it's all sort of puffed up from the static electricity. So, I just thought it's really well drawn. As usual for Terry Austin, like he's just one of the best inkers in the business, I think. So,
yes, I mean Beast looks really cool like that. It's a really imaginative use of the powers, but it's like what the hell. But my particular favorite part of this page is really, really cruel. The way that Wolverine lands and everyone else is on their feet.
Yeah, he lands right on his face.
Boom.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah. That looks painful. Good thing he's got a healing factor.
Luckily, it's Wolverine. He can heal it all.
Exactly. He can take it.
Cool. Apart from me complaining and loving something at the same time, is there anything else on this page for you, my friend?
No, I'm good with this one.
Yep.
So this is a Storm showcase page. Lots of beautiful drawings of Storm. Mm-hmm. I love how Byrne has drawn Storm's hair. Like, it's just so well done.
Puffy and
he gives it real like height and body, and where the lines are placed, it's really minimally done so that it's using the white space to, it's not overdone, which I think is exactly.
But you still
just really, really nicely done. But this is the beginning of Storm's base. I mean, not Storm. Magneto is basically taking out each X-Men member one at a
Yep.
time,
Yep.
with no difficulty whatsoever.
No difficulty at all. And I do love, I think it's the next page.
You want to go to that one?
Yep. Is it this page? No, it's the page after this one. But this one's also pretty cool, where Colossus is like, oh, if I hit him at full metal form, I'll kill him. So I'm going to turn back into human, and now we're both out cold.
Yeah, I liked the fact that this page is all about vertical movement. You know, like,
and they've got the
Colossus is coming down and Nightcrawler's going up, and Byrne has used these tall panels to convey, like, really good for conveying vertical movement. So I thought that was a very clever visual device. Yeah. And that's all I've got to say about this page.
It's like, I love the fight scene and all this. I find it really curious how he can sense Nightcrawler because of his teleporting powers. But what I don't understand is, how does he push him up into the air? As far as I know, his suit's not metal. So
right.
That's a part I didn't get on this page. I'm like, oh, cool. Hang on. How's
the iron in his blood?
Iron in his blood. We'll throw that in there. This is where it first happened, people. Iron in the blood. Nightcrawler.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, he does seem to be able to
do whatever the hell he wants.
Just throw the characters around willy-nilly without them even having any metal on their person.
Humorous. But that's he makes a force field type of thing back on is it Muir Island?
Yeah, Muir Island. Yeah,
that's it. When they first get off the destroyed hoverboat, they hit a force field. It's like, how's he do that?
That's one thing.
By the air?
Yeah, that's one thing that I've never been able to work out, is when he says, like, oh, I've made a magnetic force shield, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
That's a thing.
I don't know.
I was curious about this page, but I still loved it because it was, like, really cool. And I just love that Peter's got the brains to go, oh, I've got to change back into human form or else I'm going to kill Nightcrawler.
Yeah, that was cool. I really liked that too.
Yeah. Now, yes, it's this page. This is the page I like, where they've all been wiped out. It's only Cyclops left. And he's going, oh, one at a time. Come on, people. Why'd you attack him one at a time?
Right.
And I'm he's right. One at a time, that was really dumb.
So this is an example of, I think we were talking about this maybe 2 shows ago.
Oh, okay.
Or 3 shows ago. I brought up the fact that Cyclops is always very sullen and he's very passive-aggressive, and he does not say what he wants people to do. Like, he'll stand there and say nothing, and you see thought balloons where he's looking at Jean saying, like, God damn it, Jean, why can't I tell you that I love you? And then Jean walks away, and then he's still standing there thinking, like, why won't you talk to me, Jean? And it's like, why won't you talk to her, dude?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And so this is kind of a similar thing.
Yeah, he's like, okay, team, you didn't do what I wanted, but I didn't tell you either.
It's a very, going back to the Professor X is a jerk theory that I've spoken about, that we've talked about many times before on the show. It's a very weird choice for a telepath like Professor X, supposedly the most powerful telepath in the world, who would know that, Scott's not really good at telling people what he wants. Why would you make him the leader of the team? That makes no sense. For someone like Professor X, who would know that, he's not really like leader material, but I don't know, we'll give it a go. Scott, you're the leader.
Yeah, you're the only one who stayed back from the original team, so you're the leader, dude.
Right. It doesn't
If
make.
it had
It
been
doesn't
like
really make.
Iceman, we would have made him the leader.
Right. Yes, exactly. It's just purely based on like team seniority.
It's like, yep, I stuck around. I'm the leader.
Yeah, I've been here the longest. That makes me the leader.
Yeah.
One thing I loved about this was kind of my favorite part in this whole fight, was the way that Magneto nullifies Banshee's sonic powers is by making the metal walls vibrate at a low frequency, which apparently counteracts the high frequency of Banshee's sonics
really
and makes
cool.
him drop out of the sky. I don't know whether that's got any basis in real science at all.
I have no idea.
But it sounded really cool, and I was like, oh man, cool. That's cool. Yeah. So yeah, awesome.
So, but yeah, this is magnetic shield again, which I mean,
exactly.
I kind of understand with Cyclops. That makes a lot of sense because his powers could be some sort of plasma or something like that. So magnetism would affect it. So I've always understood why he can stop Cyclops.
Okay.
It's just other people I've never understood. The more recent comics, people punch him quite easily. So if they're not metal on them, his force field does nothing. So, yeah.
Interesting.
But back in these days, magnetic force field, it's good stuff.
Anything goes. Anything goes.
And this is where it gets cool.
Yeah. So this is the first.
He's way more powerful than you, dude.
Yeah. So this is the first time that Magneto is actually on the back foot, and the effects work on this page with the art. Like all these. He's got the Phoenix effect that Dave Cockrum used when Phoenix first appeared, going on in panel 2. And then you've got this the actual Phoenix, fiery Phoenix appearing in panel 3. And then panel 4, just all that energy going around. It all looks so good.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of panel 2, that energy hitting Magneto and making him like that.
And they drop out the blacks.
Drop out the color.
So it's just all line work.
Yeah.
Looks awesome. And more Byrne tech.
Right. Oh, next page. No?
Yeah. No.
Oh, yeah, Byrne tech there. Yeah, it's so cool, isn't it? It's like, I don't even know what that thing is, but I love it.
It looks really one. Good.
It looks awesome.
Yep.
It's obviously metal. For once, he's doing what I expect Magneto to do, and that's throw chunks of metal at people.
Yeah.
I had to read this a couple of times because I didn't understand how he stopped her.
Oh, how Magneto stopped Jean?
Yeah. I was very sleepy when I read it, so I'm just putting it out there. Yeah. It might not be confusing at all if you're a fully awake person, but to me, I just had to keep reading and go, what just happened? What? Can he do that? She's the Phoenix.
Well, that was one. There's 3 things on this page that puzzled me, and that was the first one. Because it says Jean first one was Jean in panel 1 says like, oh, I've reached the limit of my powers. I didn't think there was a limit. And I didn't think there was a limit either.
Yeah, neither did I.
To me, I was like,
a crack in a Neuroverse or whatever it was called.
Yeah. So maybe that'll be something that they'll explore further in future issues. I don't know. But I thought that was really strange. Yeah. And then the second thing is what you're referring to, which Magneto says, I wrote it down. It says like he's able to draw her Phoenix energy / life energy out of her using his magnetic powers.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
I walked away still not understanding, but I read it a couple of times and I'm like,
yeah.
What just happened? What?
Right.
He's Magneto. He's not everything man.
Right.
He's not Dr. Manhattan or anything. He's just Magneto.
Yeah, yeah. Like if he was a character like the Beyonder, who showed up
Yeah, that would
in
make
the
sense.
Secret Wars 2 miniseries in the mid-80s, or Silver Surfer with the power cosmic could probably do something like that.
By the shirt, you can see that I love that he wins, but it still
Right.
doesn't make sense.
Yes. And then the other strange thing on this page that I thought was that Wolverine, rather than stabbing forward with his claws, he slashes at Magneto and only catches his cape. But if he'd stabbed straight forward, he
Yeah.
would have gone through the cape and actually stabbed Magneto. And I wondered, and then Magneto spares Wolverine's life by, he's sort of threatening him by making his claws go towards his face. But then Magneto actually makes the claws retract before he makes Wolverine punch himself in the face and just knock himself out.
Well, actually, I understand this, but only because of the end.
Oh, well,
it makes no sense right now. It makes no sense right now. But at the end, it's like, oh. Now
do you want to explain it when we get to the end, or do you want?
I'll explain it at the end. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on, so we can.
Oh, here's the end.
How convenient.
I didn't realize it comes up that quick after that battle. So I'll explain it. They're all in these chairs, which are all nullifying their powers or even their ability to move, if I remember correctly, if I read this again.
I think so, yeah.
Which he tells them on the next page, that's what he wanted. That's his revenge. He wants them to be as helpless as babies. Yes. Not to kill them, just to make them as helpless as babies.
You're right.
Which fascinated me, that they write this in such a way to say that when he was a baby, he was still Magneto.
Yes.
He was still an adult inside that body. And I'm like, whoa, that's full on. I just thought they made him a baby and all his memories went away and it was just like a baby.
Right.
So like, wouldn't he be like trying to plot stuff? I mean, a baby, sure, you can't get up to much, but you'd still try if you're Magneto.
He'd be like Stewie from Family Guy.
Yeah, get into things you shouldn't get into.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hot wire this car.
So
anyway,
go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say that was my thing about this. Why you realize why he let them live. So yeah. Yeah,
no, that makes sense. And I'm just going off my notes that I was writing page by page. So, that does explain it. Very cool panel 1, like the first panel, that pose on Magneto and his cape. Looks great. Such a great drawing of Magneto.
Yeah, it is.
And then the other thing I wondered about this page was in panel 3, he's referring to this robot behind him, and he says, "This is Nanny." Now, do you remember a storyline in the mid-'80s when the X-Men went to Australia and they encountered a different-looking robot that was also called Nanny?
Yeah, I remember that. That. And that was a big-time villain, and I can't quite remember the details of what it did. I can't remember what it did.
I don't remember it either, but I think it was either in X-Men or New Mutants. But it was around that Fall of the Mutants era. And it just made me wonder, like, well, is this the same robot? Because they're both robots. They both are called Nanny, and they both have the same sort of function. And they're both written by Chris Claremont. So...
True.
So many connections there. It's like, well, why would he do the same thing twice if it wasn't the same character? But they look completely different.
Yeah, they do.
Which
I didn't even think of that when I saw the word Nanny. So yeah, because they do look so different. But now that you've said it, I'm like, oh yeah, they're called. That other one's called the Nanny as well.
Yeah.
they bring up this Nanny in Age of Apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, looking after Magneto and Rogue's child.
Oh, they had a baby?
Yeah, they have a baby. Because Magneto's powers somehow nullify hers. Here we go again with Magneto's powers being able to do anything.
How about the power of a guy from World War II sleeping with a 17-year-old?
Oh, yeah, well, that's, yeah, you don't think of it that way.
Yuck.
You forget all the ages these people are meant to be when you read the comics. Yeah, I see. I wouldn't even have thought of that. Now that you've made me think of it, I'm like, oh god, that is pretty bad.
Yeah.
But what I found interesting about this picture, which is totally off track, is how his cape works. It's got the big hole at the back.
Works.
I'm like, what? Why is his cape do that?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Why? What function is that?
That is very interesting. I never noticed that.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't think I've seen it anywhere else though.
No.
Maybe I don't pay attention. But this time I paid attention. I'm like, that's a funky cape, but why?
That's interesting.
But yeah, they're all babies.
Right. I do think that's really funny. That his revenge for being turned into a baby is he wants to turn them into babies.
Yeah. That's how I'll get my revenge. I'll turn the people I know nothing about except for Cyclops. All these other people are unknown to me, but because you call yourself X-Men, I'm going to make you suffer.
Yes.
Instead of going after Beast and Iceman and Angel.
Right.
Like, nah, I'm going after the new ones.
Right. Yeah, interesting. It wasn't even the same group of X-Men.
Yeah. So
that's
like,
hilarious.
I'll get my revenge on the guys who took their place. Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Well,
you'll do.
Beast, at least. He got Beast by accident.
True.
Yeah, so
Beast and Cyclops. Yeah.
Hey, there's Cyclops. I love it. It's like he's got things here that nullify their powers, but he still needs something over his eyes.
Right.
But if his powers are nullified, wouldn't he not need anything over his eyes? But it looks cool. So I can understand why they do it. It looks cool.
Well, interestingly, Cyclops has a thing over his eyes, but Banshee doesn't have anything over his mouth.
No, because his powers nullified.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So does Cyclops. So technically, I'm agreeing with you.
I'm agreeing with you. Yeah. I think it's like, oh yeah, this looks cool. Draw a thing over his eyes. It's like, we won't explain it. It's like the thing around his neck is killing his powers, but let's whack some things around his eyes that look cool.
Yeah. Speaking of looking cool, this page, even though it's just faces, is still a really cool looking page.
Very cool.
And that final panel where it's close up on Magneto's eyes also looks great.
Yeah.
So, once again, like John Byrne does it again, like he can make anything look good.
Yeah, a lot like Magneto's powers.
Yeah, Rob Liefeld has said on his podcast that the key to an artist's appeal to the audience is how they draw faces.
Oh.
And because that's what people like. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because every artist draws the human face slightly differently, and the way that artist draws a face is going to be key to the audience being like, oh, I love that guy's style. And when you think about it, it's like, yeah.
I've seen that now. All the people I love as artists, all draw really good faces.
There you go.
I'm picturing them all in my head one at a time. It's like, oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't know that's why I liked them, but that's really interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was a really astute point that Rob Liefeld made. So
but it makes sense because
I'd share that.
As humans, we look for faces everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Evolution. That's right.
Cool.
And we've come to the end of this issue.
That means it's time for the band name.
All right. I've only got two choices for you.
Two choices?
pretty good choices.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like, don't bother like paging back through if you don't want to find the thing. But
my device doesn't tell me the page number, so it's
okay.
Yeah.
So on page 11 of this issue, we I think it was the page with Storm. Yeah, it's the page where Storm is fighting Magneto.
Oh, yep.
And Magneto says something like, "Oh, Storm is acting like a superconductor." And so I thought, superconductor, that's a cool band name.
Ah, yep, Superconductor. I like that one, actually. Let's see if it's my favorite.
And then the other one comes from page 16, which I think is the previous page with Nanny in the background.
Yep.
And Magneto says, "This is Nanny. She has been she's a robot built to be the perfect mother." And so I thought, Perfect Mother or The Perfect Mothers. That's the other band name choice.
That would be a cool band name. I'm a bit torn. I'm going to go with a grunge band called The Perfect Mothers.
Nice. That is a pretty good band name, actually. Yeah.
It is.
So there you go. That's this issue's band name, The Perfect Mothers.
Yep, I love it.
Nice.
Okay, so thanks for watching, everyone. If you have anything to add, put it in the comments. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel. That would be awesome if you've caught this just accidentally or whatever. And yeah, get more uncanny conversations into your life. So see you all next time. We're doing, I've got to remember now, 113. That's right, 113. Ooh.
Yep.
Sorry, 13. Bad number or whatever.
Spooky.
Spooky. We'll do it on Friday. No, we won't.
Yes, great. Let's throw our entire schedule off after we've just gotten back on schedule.
Just got back on. So until next week, I'm Siz. You can catch me at comics.net.au. Well, you can catch my stuff. Probably not me. Catch my stuff at comics.net.au. That's COMX comics. There's no I in comics. And Matt, where can we find your stuff?
You can find all my comics, Steamroller Man comics, at steamrollerman.com, and they're all available to read for free.
Ooh, free.
So please check them out.
Free's my favorite price. Yes. So that would be goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Matt. See you all next week. And enjoy your week, everyone. And go out and read some X-Men comics. Woo!
Yeah. All right. See you next time, Siz.
See ya.
See you, everybody.